So if you're pitching to someone, think as they would think. What do they want to hear from you? They want to know why they should bother. What's in it for them? Be very, very clear when you're pitching what is in it for the other party. It's very easy to talk about your own film, your own product, your own company, and say all the things that you love about it that you think are great, but that's not what they're listening to. What they're listening to is, why is it great for you? So focus on how it links to that person. Whatever you're doing, link whatever you pitch to them. That's going to engage people.
I think you need to be able to pitch your film in 5 minutes. You know, and I think how I always look at a pitch is I want to get a sense of almost like enchantment with the world. So, you know, I may be, rather than thinking I've got to tell the whole story in 5 minutes, what I may want to focus on is what the opening scene is, you know, and describe the world of the story that we're going to be immersed in for the next 2 hours, and get a sense of the character and what the character is, what the journey that the character is going to go on in the story is, why they need to go on that journey. It's the setup. That's the thing that you want to really get interest in. You want to leave the pitch with the sales executive saying, hang on, what happens next? You don't want to have kind of told them necessarily everything about it. So I would absolutely say, you know, focus on the setup and make the setup really compelling.
It's really important to be concise. The people you're talking to are in a scenario where they're being pitched lots of things all day, every day. And actually the brief and to the point pitches are the ones often that people remember. The things to talk about for me would be kind of producer, cast, director, and a very, very succinct synopsis, like 2 or 3 sentences. And I would even go as far as to say, if you can't condense your pitch into 2 or 3 sentences, then that's probably a reflection on the film you're trying to make, and you should actually look at it again, because any story should be able to be told in that time frame. And if you think about how ultimately we go on to market films, you have seconds to communicate your message to an audience member. So, you know, being concise is really, really critical.
You need to have a professional set of production notes that would outline the story of making the film. There's plenty of examples online of those. You probably want a website that, even if it's just one picture and a contact link, that's great. People who are researching that festival can have a Google your film and find your website and see what it's all about. You want a very clear and concise list of credits, a log line, a nice plot summary. The main thing is stills, and it's one thing that people still can't quite get right. You see even big filmmakers only releasing maybe 1 or 2 stills, sometimes not that great, of their film. And that's how your film is going to be presented in the festival catalog, with any review that's out there. It might be an image for your poster. You just really need a couple of great stills. I mean, if you can have 100 great stills, even better.